Hi everyone. So now we are entering into part 7, transportation in animals and plants. The transportation in animals and plants is a vast lesson. So try to understand the concept, go through the video again and again to get the clear cut idea. Okay. See, talking about transportation, it is not only about transporting food, minerals, or hormones, or even water. It was also about connecting all the waste products together from different parts of the body and removing them from the body. So while starting the lesson itself, I told that transport means traveling from one place to another place. It not only travels the food particles or oxygen, gaseous exchange, or hormones, or any other thing. It also transport waste products also. So now we are going to concentrate about the waste product and how the transportation is taking place, how the waste products are transported from different body parts and how they are eliminated from the body. What are the process, what is the system that is doing that transportation of waste products, what are the organs which are involved in that. Okay, so the transporting of waste product is termed as excretion. Transporting of waste products is termed as excretion, and now we are going to see excretion in animals. So excretion is also an important example of transportation. Okay, so what happens in this excretion? Let me ask you one thing. Why do you or why do we clean our house? That is, we are sweeping our home, and we are just why we are sweeping the home to clean the dust particles, to remove the dust particles is everything, isn't it? And it also dusts are harm for us, so that if we clean means we never get any diseases, and our house also looks very neat. At the same time, we are washing our hands. Why? Because even some very very minute particles or minute dust particles or minute organisms might be present in our hands. So before eating, what we are doing, washing our hands. Like that, clothes also we are washing. So water is the best carrier. It carries out all the dust particles in from the clothes. So in a similar way, to get rid of unnecessary harmful products from our body needs this excretion process. So I repeat, to get rid of unnecessary harmful products. So get rid means removing unnecessary harmful. It may be harmful for us. Okay, if it is sediments in our body, it will make harmful, isn't it? So how these unnecessary products are removed from our body, that is called excretion. For that only excretion is needed. So excretion is to remove toxic level. See, toxic means some poisonous. If the toxic level increase in our body, there is more amount of waste product starts to accumulate in our body. What happens? It leads to some disease, isn't it? At the same time, what happened? The immunity power of our body will also affected. If there is no excretion, in that case, the toxic level can rise in a body that leads to several diseases. At the same time, immunity of the body is adversely affected. So, when you have some many toxic substances inside our body, the strength of our body decrease. So if the strength of our body decrease, our immune system becomes very weak. So there are some specialized organs, in simply say specialized excretory organs, that all the waste products from the body transported to that one particular organ so that it can be removed from our body. So what we do, we are cleaning our home daily, and we will gather the dust particles in one dustbin. Once our home dustbin is filled, we will just transport that into a community dustbin. Like that, all the cells of our body remove some waste products. That all the cells removing waste products, that will come together and accumulate in the one particular organ, and that particular organ remove the waste product from our body. Okay. So for that purpose, we need excretion. So what is excretion? So from the above, before slide, we understand that the process of removal of harmful metabolic waste from an organism's body. Organisms means it might be any animals or plants, even plants, human beings, or insects or reptiles or aquatic animals, or whatever it be. So what is the thing? The removal. Which one have to remove? The harmful metabolic waste should be removed. So whenever inside the body you have waste products, they all are removed from the body through the excretory system. Here the picture is given, no? So here some red color is given, no? That red color are the organs which are doing this excretion process, and this system constitutes the excretory system. See, while studying digestive system or respiratory system or circulatory system, so many organs are joined together. For example, if we take digestive system, it starts from mouth and ends with anus. If we take respiratory system, it starts from the nostrils, isn't it? And if we take the circulatory system, heart and the lungs both plays an important role in the circulatory system. Like that, excretory system do the process excretion with the help of some organs. So here the organs are highlighted in this picture. What is their function? They will remove the harmful metabolic products from the body. So here, if you look at this picture, you can see the excretory system and the organs involved in this excretion. So now, what do we excrete? We know, okay, excretion. We know what is the excretion and what are the organs. There are some organs involved in excretion. How do we excrete? How the excretion process is taking place? Okay, see, we excrete harmful waste products. We are saying harmful waste products, but we don't know what are the harmful waste products, isn't it? Most of the harmful waste products or toxic waste products are nitrogenous waste. Most of the harmful or waste products or toxic waste products are mostly in the form of what? Nitrogenous waste. That is the waste containing nitrogen. See, and there are here some of the important nitrogenous wastes are given. The first one is ammonia. And if we see ammonia, it is the most commonly waste we can found in aquatic organism, and it is the most toxic form. That is, it is extremely very harmful. Extreme means very, very. So it is extremely harmful. And we can find we can see this ammonia excretion. Ammonia is one of the nitrogenous waste. If we see ammonia, the formula is NH3. That is, ammonia is nothing but the combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. So ammonia, one of the nitrogenous waste, it's the most toxic waste, and you can find in aquatic animals. Organism which excrete nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia, they are called ammonotelic. The organism, what are the organism which excrete nitrogenous waste? We know that all the organisms are excreting nitrogenous waste. If the nitrogenous waste is in the form of ammonia, those organisms, which are the organisms excreting ammonia, they comes under the group ammonotelic, because ammonia is easily soluble in water, but it needs large amount of water to be eliminated from the body. So here that is given most of the aquatic animals, because aquatic animals are living in the water. So because to remove ammonia, they need a more amount of water, isn't it? So the best examples are aquatic animals, that is fishes. So how that excretion, how the aquatic animals are excreting the ammonia? and excretion, that excreting the ammonia, they through the gills or from their with the help of their body surfaces. So ammonia is one of the nitrogenous wastes, okay, and they are very very harmful. They are extremely harmful. The organism which remove nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia are called aminotelic. The best examples are aquatic animals, because since they are very toxic, they need large amount of water to excrete the ammonia. And how the excretion takes place? With the help of gills or with the help of body surface. Okay. The second nitrogenous waste is urea. The next type of nitrogenous base is nothing but urea. That is nitrogen or waste. While comparing to ammonia, they are lesser toxic. They are lesser toxic than ammonia. Ammonia is very very extremely toxic, but they are lesser while comparing to ammonia. And the organisms which remove nitrogenous waste in the form of urea are called ureotelic. We can see this type of ureotelic excretion in terrestrial animals. That is, terrestrial means humans or any animals, land animals, you can say. Okay, and how the excretion takes place? Here, the excretion takes place through kidneys. Excretion takes place through kidneys, because only less amount of water is needed. Ammonia is more toxic, so they need more amount of water. So we can find urotelic in aquatic animals, but here they are lesser toxic, so no need of much amount of water. Even a small amount of water is enough to remove. So we can find in terrestrial animals. So organism which remove urea in the form of nitrogenous waste in the form of urea is ureotelic. Human beings comes under this group. So in our body, the nitrogenous waste is nothing but urea. Even we are also excreting ammonia, but those in our body also ammonia is there, but that ammonia cannot be excreted as such. It should be converted into urea. Then the urea travels through the blood. It reaches the kidney, because kidney is the excretory organ for us. So kidneys excrete the urea. Okay, so even ammonia is present inside our body, it should not be excreted as such. First it will be converted into urea. That urea, and we know that excretion is also transportation. So urea transports through blood, it reaches the kidney. Kidney do this excretion process and remove the urea. Okay, and the third one nitrogenous base is uric acid. While comparing to ammonia and urea, uric acid is the least toxic form of nitrogenous base. Least means very very less toxic. At the same time, here there is very minimum amount of water is lost, so it does not need a lot of water to excrete out. And you can find these type of elimination of uric acid as a nitrogenous waste. No, they are called as uricotelic, and you can find these in birds, reptiles. That is, birds, reptiles, insects release nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. So these are the three major nitrogenous waste. Okay, first one is ammonia, urea, and uric acid. Ammonia very very harmful, urea lesser toxic, uric acid least toxic. And next point what we can say, and they are aminotelic, because nitrogenous waste are removed in the form of ammonia. Uric acid, urea uricotelic, uric acid uricotelic. Aquatic animals are example for ammonia, aminotelic animals, and terrestrial animals and human beings are example for urotelic, and birds, reptiles and insects are example for uricotelic. Okay, so this is the general thing what we have discussed in excretion in animals. Now we are going to concentrate about the humans, how the excretory system is present in human, because if we discuss with humans, it's for us very easy to understand. Okay, so now we will specifically focus on the human excretory system. So we will see how exactly the waste products are thrown out of the human body. Okay, so what do we all do with the waste in our house? So we throw them out of the house, that is to the community dustbin. Similarly, the waste materials are thrown out of the body by the process of excretion. Now only we have discussed. Okay, so what do you mean by excrete? Excrete means to expel out. What do you mean by excrete? Excrete means to expel out. So what are the things to be expelled out of the body? What are the things to be expelled out of the body? There are two main things are there, common things. One is feces and another one is urine. So both the things has to be expelled, to be excrete from our body. One is feces, another one is urine. So which are both are to be released out of our body. So what is feces? Feces is nothing but the undigested food. See, we studied in digestive system about feces. So just recall, feces is nothing but the undigested food. On other hand, we can say in the food that do not get digested. So these undigested food or a food that do not get digested now released out in the body in the form of feces. Basically, feces is not the waste product because it is the undigested food. It is not the waste product, it is the undigested food. Okay, but what about the waste product I was telling, urea could be the waste product of our body, isn't it? So how do the urea get eliminated from our body? The urea get eliminated from our body in the form of urine. So the urine, the result, that shows the result of the process of excretion. So excretion takes place with the help of urine. Okay. So it contains waste products of our body. So the various parts which together form the human excretory system, like respiratory system, excretory system. Here are some organs are needed for them to constitute the whole excretory system. So the human excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys. A pair of kidneys. So in the picture you can see two kidneys are there. A pair means two. So two kidneys, one is in the right side and another one is in the left side. And where it is located? It is located at the back of the abdomen. It is located at the back of the abdomen and they are bean shaped. There is soya bean. We used to say, the shape of that looks like bean. Okay. And we are having two kidneys. One is in the right side, another one is in the left side. And the second thing is a pair of ureters. A pair of ureters. From each kidney, you are finding, you can able to find a tube-like structure, isn't it? Can you able to find a tube-like structure is there, that is called ureters. So ureter is a tube-like structure which are connecting the kidney to the urinary bladder. So these tube-like structures are called as ureter. These tube-like structures are called what? Ureter. Okay. So two ureters are there. One is connecting the right kidney and another one is from the left kidney. Okay. Then one single urinary bladder is there. Urinary bladder is like a big sac-like structure which is used for the storage of urine. So both ureters from the kidney join to this urinary bladder and here the urine has to be stored for some time. And the last one is urethra. Finally there is an opening called urethra. So with the urethra which opens into the outside, so urine is excreted out through this opening called urethra. So these are the four important parts of the human excretory system. So these are the important parts. What are the four important parts? A pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Now we are going to see the process of excretion. That is, how does excretion happen in humans? Okay, so we know that human body is releasing nitrogenous waste in the form of urea, and that urea waste are excreted in the form of urine. How it is excreting? First, the urine is produced in kidneys. So we know that even we are having ammonia, that ammonia is converted into urea, that urea travels along with the blood and it reaches the kidney, I told, isn't it? The kidney, what it will do, it acts as a filter. The kidney acts as a filter. So it filters the blood and it removes the waste product in the form of urine. The remaining blood components will travel back again into the blood vessels and it will again travel to all parts of the body. Only the waste materials will be filtered by the kidneys. That waste product filtrate is there, no, that is nothing but the urine. I hope you understand. The waste product released from all cells of the body, what it will do, it travels along with the blood and it reaches the kidney. In kidney, kidney acts as a filter and it filters only the waste products in the form of urine. The remaining thing will be traveled back again by the vessels. So the urine is produced in kidneys and we are having two kidneys, right and left kidneys, and both kidneys, what it will do, it will do the filtrate mechanism. It filter the waste products. Then the urine now contains urea, okay, that moves through the ureters. That is, the two kidneys are joined with ureters, no, so it moves through the ureters and it reaches the urinary bladder and stored in the urinary bladder. Once urinary bladder is a big sac, so once the urinary bladder is filled, we feel of urination. So what we are doing while urination, the particles, that is the waste products in the form of urea, are released through urethra. Urethra is the final opening part through which the urine are excreted from our body. Okay, so this is the mechanism, this is the process of excretion, how taken place by the kidneys. Okay, so not only kidney, there are also some excretory organs. The main thing is kidney, second one is lungs. We know exchange of gases, because carbon dioxide is not needed, so it is one of the waste product that is excreted by the lungs. And liver excretes some toxic products, some harmful products. Okay, and skin is also one of the excretory organ, because they excreted kidney excrete in the form of urine, skin excrete waste product in the form of sweat, and that sweat is really secreted by the gland called sweat gland. Okay, so what is sweat? Sweat is a watery fluid. It's a watery fluid which is seen over the surface of our body. See, I repeat, what is sweat? Sweat is a watery fluid and it is a somewhat salty fluid, because salts are present in that fluid, which is seen over the surface of our body, and that sweat is secreted by the gland, sweat gland. Okay, so that is also one way of excretion. Sweat is also one of the way of excretion, because sweat contains lot of salts, lot of unwanted materials which has to be excreted out of the body. So the gland which is secreting this sweat is called sweat gland. One more gland is sebaceous gland, which secretes oil. So if you touch our scalp of our head, if you touch the scalp of our head, it can feel quite oily because of the presence of the sebaceous gland. Okay, so during summer season, it sweats a lot, isn't it? So if often happens that especially the clothes which we wore a black in color, no, if you can see some white you can see some white patches during summer season which is left on the black clothes. That white patches are nothing but the deposition of salt. That is nothing but the deposition of salt, because of and that salts are excreted in the form of sweat. Okay, I'll continue in the next class. Thank you.